Hey loves, this is Bobby, and I'm here with another vlog. And this is going to be my 20th vlog. Holy crap, I can't get over that. Like, what? 20? Really? But I had a really great week. I didn't get in as much reading as I was hoping to, but I have family over. They had to come out to do a few things here, so kind of kept my week a little busy, and it was a little hard to really get in some reading. And for the first time in like 6-7 months, I actually had like the house to myself, and I just like laid there and watched a bunch of movies, and it was wonderful. So totally wasted like my entire Monday doing that. So yeah, the only thing is this month I am not going to be doing one of the Dark Tower books, because you know I am doing the Dark Tower. I'm trying to make my way through Stephen King's series, the Dark Tower series. I am still stuck on Wizard and Glass. That was the book that threw me into my reading slump last month, and I still have not picked it back up. I am kind of just putting it on the back burner right now because I don't want to get stuck in this reading slump again. I'm still trying to get myself out of it. So I'll get to that one whenever I kind of feel like it. I still am going to finish the series. I 100% will. I'm just need a break from it because I don't want to finish that book. I'm just over halfway done with Wizard and Glass, but I don't want to read it right now, and I don't want to DNF it because I still want to finish the series. So we will figure that out. I don't know when I'll get to it, but probably next month, because I don't know. But not this month. Definitely not this month. So I am still working on Cemetery Boys. I am really liking it. I'm making my way through this one slowly. I'm trying to get into some of the bigger books right now, but I am very, very much liking this one. I am very curious about the audiobook though. I am reading this physically. I can definitely see myself, as of right now, I can see myself rereading this, but I'm about a little less than halfway. So yes, I am loving it though. It's very fun. So there we go. I am still working on Jamina. I ended up going with Dread Nation because I was kind of just really feeling that book because I wanted to get through it, and I kind of put this one off a little bit more, but I will be reading this during the week. I'm very excited for it. I was loving it again, but like I said, I was still a little, like I said last week when I started it, it's not the same people, so I was very sad. I'm just so attached to them, so I'm still trying to get into them, and the characters and some of the interactions feel a lot like Illuminae, so it's a little odd. Like, they don't feel wholly unique, and it's kind of like reading the same book over again, which is a little throwing me a little bit, but I am excited to see where it goes. So I want to see how it ties in with Illuminae, and then I want to know about the last book, Obsidian, I think it's called. Yeah, and see how that goes and everything. I did finish a book, and as of today, I finished this one today. Today's Tuesday. Even though this is my like intro, I probably should have thought that out better, shouldn't I have? But I finished Dread Nation. This one is kind of hard to rate because I was expecting a zombie book. This is a book with zombies. I don't know if that makes much sense, but I expected a lot more zombie action. That's what I was going into, like, hoping for. Like, oh, I wanted it so bad. But we do get some zombie interaction, but this is more what the world is like when people are already starting to claim that there are clear areas and stuff like that, but there, you know, there's a lot of shady stuff going on. It was really good. I did really enjoy it. It just wasn't exactly what I was expecting. I wanted a lot more zombie action than I got, but I really, really like the main character. We have LGBT representation. The main character is I don't know if that's one thing that they don't give them labels. Like, there's nothing wrong with like labeling a character sexuality, but it's like, you know, I get where they're going, where they don't want to label it, but, you know, come on, throw me a bone here. I believe she's probably bisexual because she does talk about finding girls pretty, and then she's had some experience with girls, but she also has experience with boys. So I believe she's bisexual. I don't know if she's pan or not, but she's at least bisexual. Also, one of the other characters is, I understand why that one isn't really labeled as ace, because let's be real, people still don't really label anybody as ace, and it like, but she has talked about, her name is Catherine, and she has talked about how she's not interested in anybody romantically. She doesn't ever see herself wanting to get married. So as an ace, as you know, I've already got an attachment to her. But this is really cool. There was quite a bit of action, but this was more like setup. I know the second book's already out. I do want to get on and I do want to read it like as soon as I can, because I really did like this. Like I said, I just wanted more zombies, so I'm hoping book 2 we get more zombies. So there we go. I do recommend this. I know there's a couple of people wondering how I was gonna like this one or not, and I did really like it. I thought it was really cool. It just wasn't exactly what I was expecting, so that kind of threw me off a little bit. I wish I would have known there wasn't so much zombie action, and then I would have been prepared, but I kept like waiting and waiting and waiting for more zombies. But it was really cool. Also, please, especially if you are Black, look into trigger warnings, because since this is set right after, kind of during the Civil War type of thing, there are a lot of racial comments made through this. This is written by a Black author, Justina Ireland. So yeah, it's just very, they don't drop the full N-word, but they do use a lot of other racial slurs that were especially popular during that time. So please, if you do not like to read that kind of stuff, please know that going in. It was really good though, especially because the main character, since she is a Black girl, you know, and during that time everybody sees her as stupid, but she's not. She's actually really intelligent. She loves to read. She understands more of what's kind of going on than a lot of other people. She also has an eidetic memory, I believe it is, or I really like her. The characters are great. The world is really cool. Like I said, I just wanted more zombies because, like I said, this isn't a zombie book. This is a book with zombies. So yeah, recommend it fully. It was really cool. Also, as of today, I have started another audiobook because when I was doing my makeup, I needed something to listen to, and this one, I wasn't originally going to start it just yet, but because there was like nobody waiting for it, so I would have been able to renew it. But of course, right when I decided that I was going to wait for this one, someone put it in a hold, so I had to read it because I think I only had a few days left on it, and that is Middle Game by Shannon McGuire. This is the one I don't know what it's about. I am only about maybe 50 pages in or so. I'm doing the audiobook. And sorry about all that noise, of course, you know. Always when I'm filming. Always. Doesn't matter what time of day I decide to film. Everybody decides they want to make noise. But this is following two twins, and they kind of have powers. They're humans, but they might not be humans. It's very odd so far. Like, not bad odd, just what the hell am I reading odd? So I'm interested in this. I wasn't prepared for this one yet. I really wanted to do The Exorcist next, but I didn't want to mess up my hold on this one, so I decided to just dive into it. I will update this one later on during the week, because I don't know how I like this so far or not. It's just very, very odd and kind of like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, that sums it up pretty well. Within the first 50 pages, what the hell am I reading? Because I don't know. Someone explain to me what I'm reading. No, don't, seriously. But yeah, so there we go. That is what I'm at right now as of Tuesday. Like I said, I didn't update Monday because I enjoyed my house to myself for once, and it was wonderful. I literally like just sat in complete silence for like 45 minutes and just like enjoyed nobody being home. It was wonderful. But yeah, I also went, we just kind of did like a drive-by into Hollywood because my cousin who's here, her boyfriend's kids that came with her, it was like a last minute change. They've never been to California or anything like that. They had never seen the ocean, so that's where they went yesterday, was to take them by the ocean and everything so they can actually see it. We did a drive-through of like Hollywood and stuff just so they can kind of see everything. Everything is still like closed down for the most part here. Like some of it's open, but there's like literally nobody out. Everybody's wearing masks, which was wonderful. Like I was really surprised to see everybody wearing masks like out in the streets. So we took them down there. It was really cool to see people seeing stuff like that for the first time because, you know, I grew up here and it's just like, it's Hollywood, like what? But like it was fun though. There we go. That was my Tuesday update. So I will check in with you guys maybe tomorrow. I'll see which books I am going to be reading some more of. Middle Game is probably the one that I'm going to be doing the most of, but I do plan on picking Jamina back up because since it is one of the chunky ones, because after that one the only other chunky one I have is It, since I finally decided that I am not going to be doing Wizard and Glass because I don't feel like getting put into another reading slump. So there we go. I hope you like this. I will catch up with you guys at the end of the week. Bye. Hey loves, here with Sunday's update. This is obviously going to be the only other update that I have for this week because I did not get any reading done. Like really at all. Like no progress. It's kind of sad. But like I said though, my cousin was here and stuff and it was just a lot kind of going on. Taking him to see the sights because they've never been here. Well, my cousin used to live here, but her boyfriend and his kids have never been here. There were so many like little things that they wanted to see. Even though everything's closed, we could still take them to see certain sites. So yeah. And then having, you know, kids in the house is like really distracting. So I didn't get too much reading done, but I am going to really be pushing it for this next week because I have 1 week left. 1 week to get in as many books. I have 8 books to go. One of them is over 1,000 pages, but yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. I'm gonna try though. Cemetery Boys, I haven't made any progress. I've read like 3 extra pages. I am really liking it. I just haven't had a chance to just kind of lay down and just focus and read. Jamina, I'm still kind of like, I'm just not liking it as much as Illuminate. The story so far feels like a lot like the beginning of Illuminate, and I'm just kind of like, okay, you're changing the characters and stuff, but you're giving me like basically a rewrite of the first book, but with different people. So I'm a little struggling on that one. That one though, I really just want to sit down and do it as fast as I did Illuminate and just kind of dive in and get it. And I just haven't had that chance. I have though made progress on Middle Game by Shawnee McGuire. I'm about the halfway point. I'm hoping to finish this by tomorrow. This is a book I really don't know how I'm feeling about it, like at all. It's not that it's bad or anything. I'm doing the audiobook for this, and this is one of those books like Wilder Girls where I have a feeling I will definitely like more as a audiobook. I don't know how much I would like this actually physically reading it. I am following along, but I really enjoy the narrator. They really kind of just bring me into the story better, especially with the different accents and stuff. We follow the twins Roger and Dodger as children into adulthood. They are now in college at the part I'm in, but there's so much going on in this book, but at the same time, like up to this halfway point, nothing has really like really happened. Like we keep getting little pieces of stuff like building up, but like not a whole bunch has happened. So I don't know, because we got Roger and Dodger, and then we got these parts that are like a fairy tale that remind me a lot of the Wayward Children series by Shawnee McGuire. That is a 5-star. Every single book in that series is a 5-star for me. I love it so much. So I really enjoy those fairy tale parts of this, but those are only like a page at most, or like an intro to each new kind of section. So I wish there was a little more of that. And then we got this secret government, not quite government agency thing going on that's doing this experiment. And it's just, like I said, there's so much happening, but so far we're kind of just following Roger and Dodger like growing up. So yeah, it's just kind of like, I'm hoping though, now that I'm at this halfway point and things seem to start building up a little more, so I'm hoping for that. It's not that it's bad or anything, like I said, it's just kind of all over the place with not a lot happening, so it's a little weird. But I'm excited for it. I'm still excited to see where this is going. For the rest though of this readathons, all my readathons, which is the Screamathon, Hocus Pocus, and Supernatural. Supernatural though, I am going to be switching a book out though. I was supposed to originally be reading The Terror for the Prompt Baby, which is to read a book with a vehicle on the cover. The Terror has a boat. I was filling this book, and then the whole thing with the abridged version of the audiobook kind of threw me off, and now I just don't have any interest in this right now. Like, I'm a mood reader. This is not catching my attention at all, so I'm going to be swapping it out. But I am going to be throwing a Winchester because I'm going to kind of bend the rules and play a little fast and loose with them, because you know what? It's the Winchester thing to do, and this is for the Supernatural-a-thon. So I'm going to throw a Sam and Dean, and I'm going to be switching it to Spell on Wheels, even though the prompt is to read a book with a vehicle on the cover. The original version of this, because there's two different covers, the one I was supposed to get actually had a picture of a vehicle on the cover, but they sent me the wrong one, and then the other one was out of stock, and I didn't want to deal with it. So, and it's called Spell on Wheels, so we're talking about wheels, which are on vehicles, but the original cover is this one, which features a very beautiful baby-esque muscle car. This one is, I think, it's either another Impala or it might be a Cadillac. I'm not 100% sure, but it's beautiful, and she's black, and they're standing over like a devil's trap / inverted pentagram. So this screams Supernatural. So I'm gonna read this, and I'm dying to read this. And I originally bought this so I could read in October, and I totally forgot about it. So I'm swapping it. And you know, the Terror was like pretty big, and this is like not. So whatever. I'm taking a shortcut. It feels like a very Winchester thing to do, so I'm gonna do it. For the rest of my week though, I'm going to see how well I can do this. I'm going to be doing the audiobook for The Exorcist, which I know I can get through in probably a couple hours, because I read at like a 2 to a 2.5 depending on which what you call it, app I'm using. I think I have this one on Scribd, and Scribd goes up to 3, but I can't do 3. It's too fast for me. So 2.5. I could probably get through this in a couple hours. If I do, I want to jump into the Untouchables. So if I focus, which I feel like I can do because I am in a very reading mode right now, like I want to read. So I feel like I can get through these two in one day. If I can, I should be pretty good. After that though, I still have Rosemary's Baby, which I still really, really want to get to. Like, I definitely want to get to, but this one's also another one that's not that long, so I have a feeling I can get through it, and it's got some pretty good spacing, and the print's not like super big, so I have a feeling I can do that. The only one though that is really, really gonna throw me, which besides Jamina, which is like the huge one, is this chunky boy. Oh, I am going to dedicate either Wednesday or Thursday to just reading this. I'd like to do a 24-hour readathon and get through as much as I possibly can and see, because like I said, I'm going to be doing the audiobook for this one anyway. So I have a feeling I do pretty good on that. I'm excited for it though. If I don't make it to it, I am going to read it for the first thing in November. I'm reading this book no matter what before the end of the year. Like, this is my number one I'm reading before the end of the year. It has to happen. I refuse to enter the new year without reading this damn book. So yeah, that is my plan. Cemetery Boys, which is one of the ones I'm reading physically. I just have to like sit down and like read it because I am enjoying it. I'm loving everything about it. I just have been struggling to like just lay down and read, and then just not getting any reading done this last week really threw me. So wish me luck. fingers crossed. Also, I got called back from work. Super, super, super excited about that. I've been off since March. They're hoping to open up sometime in November. They said November 2nd, but because where I work, I have to get security clearance and everything to get into my actual job. That's a whole other process that takes a hell of a lot of time. So I've got to see how that's going to play out. But with my depression yo-yoing all over the place, getting out of the house is just like an amazing prospect for me right now. Like, holy crap, I need out of this house. I need to do something with my time. So, and they're not bringing back a lot of staff. They're literally just bringing kitchen staff back and janitorial. So I lucked out on that. But fingers crossed for me that I get to go back to work because I need to get out of this house. I really, really do. So bad. But there we go. That was my week. So, very lackluster, but hey. Next week's going to be totally crazy and manic, and I'm going to try and get through 8 books in a week. Is it possible? Hell if I know. I don't know, but we're going to try. This girl's going to try. So, there we go. That's what's what. I will catch up with you guys next week. Like I said, please have your fingers crossed for me. Throw me some cheering comments in there that I can do this. But like I said, I feel like reading. Like I am in reading mode right now. So there we go. That's what I've been waiting for. So I will check in later. Bye.